Inside this video right here, we're going to be talking about exactly what you need to know to keep your mental health in check when you're out in the field and after your shift when it comes to mental health for you. I want to help decrease failure rates for NREMT, for EMT school, for paramedic school. Watch these videos, watch this content, and believe me, you will start to understand EMS medicine. Anybody out there that wants to serve their community as an EMT or a paramedic should be able to do that, and I'm here as a paramedic coach to help you achieve that. Hey everyone, this is Paramedic Coach. Be sure to smash the like button down below, and if you're new here, be sure to hit subscribe down below as well. Now what we're going to be talking about today is something very important: the mental health behind you. That's it, you, the EMS provider, okay? You know, we talk so much in this channel about what we need to do for the patient, but we can't do much for the patient if we're not of sound mind, if we're not at our top performance and level. I want to give you some of my top tips. I actually got 5 tips for you in this video to help you with your own mental health, because hey, we see a lot in this field. We see patients, people on their worst day, okay? We see death, we see destruction, we see everybody, we see everything from rich to poor, to wealthy, to homeless. You'll see everyone in the field of EMS. So I want to get you prepared for that so your mental can be strong. Now, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips right now for the mental health of you. It's as an EMT, advanced EMT, a paramedic, a first responder provider. Maybe you're in a fire department watching this video as well. You're a fireman. I want you to remember this. This type of field job is what you signed up for. And while there are perks inside this job that you may very well like, there's always pros and cons to everything. What I mean by that is we have to be the eyes to the patient on their worst day. We see a lot. So you got to know that going in. But here's how I cope with it at the first level. I remember that the awesome responsibility I have to my patient to be strong inside this situation. And that first tip keeps me level-headed, right? Now I'm going to talk about number 2 here. Now the second tip I want to give to you, okay, is if you're not feeling right about a call, maybe a call didn't go the way that you wanted to do, the second thing is you need to talk about it with somebody, okay? So that could be, for example, that could be a close spouse or family member. Talk it out. It could be a supervisor. It could be a partner, right? You need to talk it out. So talk it out, okay? Because here's the truth about EMS providers. EMS providers are really, really, really good about taking care of other people, but we're really, really bad at taking care of ourselves. And I want to help you change that. Now, what does this step number 3 really mean? What it means is, this is what I do. When I wake up every morning, I have a white notepad next to me where I'll write out, what am I doing today to help my physical, my mental, and my spiritual? I do it every day, and I give each one task. I'd like to give you a challenge. If you're in a tough spot right now, do a 5-day challenge. Give me a 5-day challenge, and give me the hashtag down below, hashtag 5-day challenge, and test it. Put a little notepad or a little note card, a little flashcard next to your thing, put it up into 5 days, and say, what am I doing today for my physical? What am I doing today for my mental? Today for my spiritual? That will affect you from not getting burnt out. Okay, so here's some tips I can give you. So physical, okay? Do you have a sport that you enjoy? Do you enjoy going to the gym? A lot of people are into weightlifting or bodybuilding, right? Stuff like that. What are you doing for your physical today? It's a 5-day challenge. So choose something that you enjoy, okay? It's got to be something to help the physical of you, okay? Remember. Now the mental, okay? So when we talk about mental, the first thing that comes to my mind is very simple. Now some people may call it meditating. You can call it meditating. I'm going to make it different in your mind because you're just starting this journey. The mental, what it is, you need, and let me ask you a question. When's the last time you actually gave yourself 10 minutes, hell, even 5 minutes of you sitting on the floor, lights off, eyes open, no phone, no distractions? Tell me when the last time you did that was, and you just focused on your breathing. That's it. Just give yourself 5-10 minutes a day to do that. Take care of the mental. Okay? Clear the mind. Now, spiritual is up to you. Some people might say, I'm a runner. For me, running to me is almost spiritual when I'm out there on a long run. Okay? Maybe for you, it's religion, right? Maybe for you, it's in a traditional sense. Maybe it's something else. What's spiritual to you? I can't say. But fill that in with something that you believe is spiritual to you. Okay, whatever it may be. Maybe it's yoga. I'm not sure. Not in your body, not in your mind. But that's number 3. We help ourselves not get burnt out and stay strong mentally. Because what this all has to do with is if we believe confidently in ourselves, okay, and we're like, wow, we have an awesome responsibility here. I have to get up and meet this challenge no matter what is in front of me, and I'm gonna not let it affect me. But if it does affect me, because I'm human, I'm gonna talk it out and not keep it in. And then to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, we're gonna do the physical, the mental, and the spiritual on a 5-day challenge. Damn, we're in a good spot. So number 4 is pretty simple, but it makes a lot of sense. Are you currently that type of person who maybe is disorganized, running late to work? They always feel like you just feel like you're always behind on everything, and you're chasing and chasing. It doesn't need to be that way. I want to do a click in your brain right now for you to change your lifestyle and habits to be the most organized person that you know. That means you show up to shift sharply dressed to the T. You show up to work 15, 20 minutes early. You start doing the good habits that you should be doing and being the best example you can be. That brings positive energy into work. So when you're hit with a negative energy, it's not as fierce. What I mean by that is, if you're unorganized, you go into an unorganized ambulance, you have no idea what you're going to eat for the day, you haven't worked out for the day, you're not feeling very good, you're in pain for the day, you go to a really bad call, it's going to mount and mount and mount, you're having other personal issues, it mounts and mounts, and it goes crazy. Do everything in your power to be organized and efficient outside of work, because that is going to bring in to work. And number 5 is about finding an activity that you love to do. What I mean by that is you want to find that sweet spot, that activity, that sport, that event, that action. What do you do when you need a break? Okay? Now, I call this taking a mental holiday, a mental break. What I mean by that is if you have chaos going on, sometimes putting in more isn't good. So maybe if I don't take that one overtime shift, maybe if I don't do that one more video, see how I'm going here, guys? Maybe I say, okay, you know what? I'm feeling a little burnt out here, and I recognize it. I say, okay, hey, give yourself a break. Take an hour, take 2 hours, and do something you really love to do you haven't done in a while. Hey everyone, I really hope you enjoyed that powerful video about mental health for the EMS provider. Now, if you're new to EMS, and you're preparing for school, if you're in school, or if you're studying for national registry exam at EMT, advanced EMT, or paramedic levels, I want to share to you about my program that I have. It's called the NREMT Accelerator Plus the Paramedic Coach Program. The link is down in the description down below. You can check that out there. The program includes 160 plus video and audio lessons, plus a private Facebook community where you can ask me questions directly while you're studying, getting ready for school, in school, or getting ready for NREMT. And guess what? You get lifetime access to the program.
Like everything that you were saying was just connecting all these all these, links inside my brain. And I just knew right then and there, I have to have this program. I have to have all the information that he's willing to give. I need all of it.
I went through it. I spent the time and money in other areas, and I'm just going to let you guys know that this was everything I was searching for the whole time. The first couple of videos I watched, what I noticed, I just immediately started connecting dots on some of these things I didn't have grasp.
Went on there, then I continued reviewing, and I did it for about a month, and it helped a lot. Like I said, even after school, and I took that test one time, and I passed it.
Your particular program, you have your students engaging, and you have your students discussing, and you have your students actually using your products. And I'm seeing time and time again students that are coming in and announcing their new certification with National Registry.
Adults obviously passing the exam, doing it pretty quickly, 70 questions in about an hour.
Well, you definitely are like how your videos are. Like, I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but you are how your videos are. So that was awesome.
So people who are getting ready for paramedic school, or if you're getting ready to go in the Navy as a corpsman or as an Army medic, you want to prepare yourself. Evan, I know you got a program that helps people prepare that way. So bottom line is, guys, you don't ever want to hear something for the first time with a bunch of other students. So if you're in a competitive learning environment, you don't want to hear about AFib for the first time where everybody else, you want to have an understanding of it before you walk in the room.
From 120 questions, passing 2 sections, near passing 1, and then I think 2 below passing, to 70 questions passing completely.
$7,000 for school plus everything else that you put into it, all the time, and all the time off work and family and everything. It's to see people fail and fail and fail and then just quit, which I know a couple of people who have. I tend to say, it doesn't hurt to have somebody right there to talk to, send a question.
Anytime I get the chance, I would gladly offer or advise them to sign up for you and your paramedic coach. It's truly helpful and amazing at what you do.
I want to help decrease failure rates for NREMT, for EMT school, for paramedic school. Watch these videos, watch this content, and believe me, you will start to understand EMS medicine. Anybody out there that wants to serve their community as an EMT or a paramedic should be able to do that, and I'm here as a paramedic coach to help you achieve that.